Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now we're moving on to munqati'a. What does munqati'a mean? He says here, وَهِيَ مَا تَكُونُ بِمَعْنَى بَلْ مَعَ الْحَمْزَةِ. Now he's explaining the next text, but let's just recap. What does bal mean? How does bal use? So we'll do this hamza part later on. We just understand what is bal. When we have a ja'a zaydun bal khalidun, what does this mean? Zayd came, ja'a zaydun. Now it can have two ways. It can be said, you can use bal in two ways. Right? So now in this first example, if I have ja'a zaydun bal khalidun, yes? In this example, what do you mean? When you say bal, what are you doing? You're saying here, you're just doing wherever the ma'tuf alay is. You have the ma'tuf alay and the ma'tuf, correct? And this jumla is muthbat. Yes, it's not negative, it's affirmative. So here we would say Zaydun. This is almost like, to understand it, maybe then badul ghalat, you make a mistake. Sorry, I didn't mean, sorry, like, he's speaking. So basically this bal is in a kind of, it's not, let's translate as sorry, but just think of it as like, for example, it's my own like rules of thumb, badul ghalat. It's not badul ghalat, but I'm just like understanding it. Alright, sorry, I meant to say. It's not translation, it's just to get idea what it means. So when I say ja zaydun, sorry, bal khalidun. That's what it means. Understood the first one? Yes. If you have ma and it's manfi. So if this jumla is manfi, right? Now the rajih opinion in here is you have the ma'tuf alay, zaydun, and the ma'tuf. What the rajih opinion is that what we're doing here, we're doing ithbat of this. Not ithbat, but we are doing taqreer. What does taqreer mean? Taqreer halihi. We are doing reaffirm. We are saying reaffirm. So when I say ma ja'a zaydun bal khalidun, it means say yes, I'm not negating, I'm saying yes, this is correct. But I'm just telling you who did come. So when it's a negative, when it's affirmative, the ma'tuf alay is what the word used in the books is what? You say here is kal maskut anhu. Sakata yaskutu? As if you never even said it all together. You just like, you didn't mean to say that, it was a mistake. Either it's a slip of the tongue or you just, there's some nuances to mentioning and then saying bal. Yes? That you want to have a dig at somebody. You say, for example, Faza Zaydun bal Khalidun. Just to tease him or just to, whatever the reason is, but that's not ilm al-ma'ani. But here is as if Zayd, the hukam of ja'a never applies, doesn't apply to Zayd. That's maskut anhu. And in here, this is not maskut anhu. This is taqreer. You're saying yes, Zayd did not come, but Khalid did come. So the ma ja'a Zayd is not maskut anhu. Ma ja'a Zaydun by saying bal is reaffirmed. Zayd did not come, yes. But who came then? Khalid came. This is how the word bal is used. Understood? So, bal, if it is preceded by a muthbat or preceded by a manfi, it has two different meanings. Preceded by a muthbat, then the ma'tuf alay is fi hukmil maskuti anhu. And if it's what? If it is in a manfi sentence, it is taqreer, it's reaffirmed. Yes? Now we understand what bal means. Now we have to understand what munqati'a, because munqati'a is in the meaning of bal. And he gives, so what he said here previously, he said here is as if, so munqati'a is equal to a hamzatul istifham with bal. And he gives a long tashreeh here to explain it. He says here, Kama ra'ayta shabahan min ba'id. Shabahan means like shapes, forms. You know, have those, like, they have a picture of somebody, but it's only a black. I don't know if, like, you know, you have those logos, but it's like a person, like, I don't know, the Michael Jordan logo, the Air Jordan logo, like, it's a person, silhouette. It's called a silhouette. So you can see some kind of forms in the background. So you see a silhouette of something, I don't know the right words. You can see, like, shapes, forms. And you say, oh, فَقُلْتُ, what do you say? إِنَّهَا لَإِبِلٌ. And you say, oh, these are some camels. عَلَى سَبِيلِ الْقَطْعِ. You know, you're firm. Qat'i means you're definite. All the camels are there. Yes? You follow me? Everybody follow me? Yes? Then what happens? ثم حصل لك شك أنها شاة. And it came closer, you got closer and you think, is that really, he a shot? I'm not sure if it's camels anymore, it looks like sheep. Yes? So now what happens? تقصد الإعراض عن الإخبار الأول والاستئناف بسؤال آخر معناه بل أهي شاة. So when you say here and you say هي شاة, this is our منقطعة here. Now remember, متصل is for atf. It's not atf. It's not atf because atf would mean that what? There's a choice, an option. We're not talking about what are we saying here. So what does this mean? This means here. So what does this mean? Ma'nahu. Rather you're saying bal, because bal always means idrab. Bal means like to go away from the first statement. So you're saying, you know what? So bal means, you know what? On second thought, looking further, is it really ahiya shatun? Is it shat? Is it sheep? So hiya shatun really means what? It means here bal. And what it means bal, and what does bal mean? Bal is to then bring about to kind of negate this, or saying, you know, I'm not sure about the first, why I said first. Ja'a Zaydun bal. What does bal mean? The Ja'a Zaydun doesn't count. Forget Ja'a Zaydun. So when you say innaha ibil, you say means forget that. So hiya shatun, and it doesn't mean now what you're saying here now istinab. Now this means is and there's a hamza istifham mahzuf, not mahzuf, but it's implied. Now you're saying, hey, you know what? Is that actually sheep? That's what it means. When you say innaha la ibil, hiya shat, it means first you said, for example, you saw anything. You saw, for example, a pen. It goes, that's a pen. No, so actually it's I think it's a pencil. So now you had qat', you were firm and sure about something at first. Then what did you do after that? Then after that you had a shak, and you're asking a question. So this has two meanings, two verbs are encompassed in this. One is the istifham and one is the bal. What do? تقصد الإعراض عن الإخبار. When you say you're now saying, I changed my mind regarding this. You didn't إعراض عن الإخبار الأول. In your إخبار الأول, your first sentence, إنها لإبل, you're saying no, retract, excuse me. And you're doing istinaf, you're starting a new question, and you're saying, you know what? Is that actually sheep? You understand this example? Yes? I'll give you some more examples shortly. Yes? You got it so far? Everybody with me? We'll do some Quranic examples shortly, inshallah. وَعَلَمْ, now we're saying here, وَعَلَمْ أَنَّ الْمُنْقَطِعَ لَا تُسْتَعْمَلُ إِلَّا فِي الْخَبَرِ كَمَا مَرَّ وَفِي الْإِسْتِفْهَامِ نَحْوَ عِنْدَكَ زَيْدٌ أَمْ أَمْرٌ. Now, what he's saying here, so because munqati'a is always for idrab, yes? So in munqati'a, what we're going to have? We're going to have here, this is blue here. We're going to have al-munqati'a. Yes? What we're going to have on this side, a jumla. And on this side, we can also have a jumla, because it's not atifa, it's not muttasila, it's not mufradat. The muttasila is for mufrad, or even sentences, but it's like, yes? So in munqati'a, we're going to have a jumla on one side and a jumla on the other side. What meaning does incorporate inside of it? Istifham. So this jumla is going to be jumla insha'iyya, which is going to be what? Istifham. This is going to be istifham. What's it going to be? Istifham. Yes? Yes, because the has a meaning of istifham. It has a istifham, and it also has the meaning of bal. The jumla before it can be either khabar or it can be istifham as well. So you have two options before it. What does that mean? So for example, the previous example was, so the example number one was, this was green, kama marra was what? Innaha la ibil. You saw something from far, you said innaha la ibil. This is khabar. Innaha la ibil. Then you said, I'm not sure, hiya shat. Are these sheep? Are that sheep? I think I could be wrong. Or the first can also be a question. For example, what we have here, this is bana. Indaka zaydun. And then you say amrun. Right? So what's happened now? When you say indaka zaydun. So now remember, when you have this question, indaka zaydun, this means here, is Zayd by you? Yes? Now this can't be muttasila. Why can't be muttasila? Can anybody tell me why can't be muttasila? Correct. Yes, if it was muttasila, the Zayd would have been here. So it's not muttasila, it's munqati'ah. So what does that mean? Sa'alta awwalan an husuli Zaydin. So first of all, it was basically, the question was, here, full stop. Indaka Zayd, is Zayd there? And he said, sorry, is Amr there? So he said, indaka Zaydun. So this is not, you're not saying, is Zayd by you or is Amr by you? If it had been muttasila, you were asking who is by you, it would have been, Zaydun indaka Amrun. But it's indaka Zaydun. So, is Zayd there? Sorry, not Zayd, is Amr there? That's what you meant to say. Sa'alta awwalan an husuli Zaydin. First you meant to say, indaka Zayd. Then you said, no. I don't know about Zayd. I want to know about. ثم أدربت عن السؤال الأول. أدربت, turn away, reject, move off. Then you turn away from the first question. وأخذت في السؤال عن حصول أمر. Then you started asking. أخذ the فعل شروع. So you're going to have فعل شروع with a فعل مضارع. أخذ يسأل. Or you're going to have أخذ with في. أخذت في السؤال. سؤال meaning, then you started to ask regarding Amr's being by you. So in this example, the am is munqati'ah and before is a jumla istifham. And the top example, innaha la'ibil am hiya sha'at, is what? It's khabar. So one thing we know for sure is that after am you're going to have an istifham. And the istifham will incorporate the meaning of bal. Yes? Number two, the sentence before it can both be istifham or it can be khabar. Okay? Now look, now this comes to Quran quite a lot. It's important to understand this. Yes? Right, so let's take this example. Right? أَفَنَجْعَلُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ كَالْمُجْرِمِينَ مَا لَكُمْ كَيْفَ تَحْكُمُونَ. So, should we make or treat the believers like the criminals? مَا لَكُمْ كَيْفَ تَحْكُمُونَ. How do you expect this? مَا لَكُمْ, what is wrong with you? What kind of judgment are you passing? That those who are obedient, those who are disobedient, we treat them the same. That's the first verse. Then we have here, So let's discuss. First of all, is this muttasil or munqati'ah? Munqati'ah, hands down, no discussion here, because we can tell straight away there's no lakum. So straight away we know it's munqati'ah because the hamza al-istifham here is comes followed by naj'al, and the rule is immediately after hamza al-istifham, if it's muttasila, you must have the same here, naj'alu and lakum, verb harfu jar can't be muttasila. So straight away, hands down is munqati'ah. Because if it had been muttasila, what you have lakum here would have been after here as well. That doesn't exist. That means the am is not muttasila, am is munqati'ah. Because am is munqati'ah, is a question? I can't hear you. Yes. Am lakum kitabun fi tadrusun. Ma lakum? What is the matter with you? How do you pass judgment? How do you expect us to do this? How do you expect us to treat the Muslims and the mujrim the same? Okay? Or that one. But muttasil only comes with hamza, not any istifham. Muttasil. The question is, why can't we say ma is the thing and lakum is adfan this? Because the munqati'ah, muttasil only comes with hamza. It doesn't come with any other istifham. Okay? Good question. Clear? Right. Now we know that this am is munqati'ah. It has two meanings in this. One is meaning of bal, which means idrab. And it has a meaning of istifham. Question. So now what does the second verse mean? The second verse means here, remember, idrab can be two ways. Remember we said ja'a zaydun, remember we had here? Ja'a khalidun bal amrun, and we have ma ja'a khalidun bal amrun. Remember, and one of them is this is maskuut anhu and this is taqreer. Remember that? Keep that in mind. So now based on this, how do you understand? I'm not translating. Based on this, we're going to translate. I'm not translating. I'm just like acting out the sentence or just trying to like do like a slang or kind of thing. So basically I'm saying, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. أَفَنَجْعَلُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ كَالْمُجْرِمِينَ مَا لَكُمْ كَيْفَ تَحْكُمُونَ? Yes? Let me ask another question. لَكُمْ كِتَابٌ فِي تَدْرُسُونَ. So this is not saying or change this. Let's forget the first question. It's saying is bal. Okay, look, I asked you one question. Let's move on now. Intiqal. Because bal, this is bal has a meaning of intiqal. Intiqal means to move from one topic to another topic. When we do bal in detail, you say bal comes with the meaning of intiqal, to move from one topic to another topic. So saying here, أَفَنَجْعَلُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ كَالْمُجْرِمِينَ. Yes, seriously. مَا لَكُمْ كَيْفَ تَحْكُمُونَ. Yes, got it? Let's move on now. Let's go another discussion. The arguments carry on. So we're not doing saying that the one before is maskut anhu. This bal is basically is moving on in discussion. Premises number 1 proven, number 2 proven, number 3 proven. Let's move on. Let's discuss this. It's like an argument. It's a debate. It's proving points. So this is not saying either or. So this munqati is not in the meaning like the Allahu khayru amma yushrikun. That is either option. You have to look at one or two of them. This is munqati'ah, and it's in the meaning of bal, but the bal not to negate, like not here to say, oh, this maskut anhu or taqri, is actually for intiqal. Bal. It comes in the beginning of Surah Anbiya, I think. It comes there, bal comes. Bal, so bal can be used sometimes for intiqal. You're not negating the previous statement. You're just saying, point proven, let's go to another point. Point number 2, debate question number 2. It's like that. You understand? So now, when we translate this I'm not translating it. I'm just trying to give it to you in my own language so you can understand how the theme is. So that we've asked you to ask one question. So yes, and the question is obviously rhetoric. So point is proven. We cannot treat the Muslim kal mujrimin. Number 2, don't even think kayfa tahkumun. Yes, moving on. Another point. Lakum kitabun fi tadrusun. So this bal is for idra, meaning moving on to another point. Point number 2. And it automatically involves a question. Alakum kitabun fi tadrusun. I hope that has made it clear. This comes very often in the Quran. It's very important to understand this. If you don't understand, just let me. No.